High school football state championship weekend rolls along down in Canton, and Cleveland claimed another title.
It's like one of the biggest weekends of the year in high school sports. And as Glenville wins its third state championship, Chris Rankel is joining us with more. Chris, a lot of excitement coming out of Canton.
Yeah, you think back a couple of years, Glenville in 2022 finally climbed the mountain, got over the hump, and won their first state championship. And now we're talking about them winning 3 and 4 years. Ladies and gentlemen, that is called a dynasty. How it all went down in Canton earlier today. Glenville taking on Shelby for the D-IV state championship. In the first quarter, Shelby on the punt and Jaquan Gibson fields it off the bounce, breaks a couple of tackles. He's going to take this 93 yards to the house to put Glenville up 7-0. Talk about an exclamation point just to open this game. It's still the first quarter. Now, Shelby would come back. They would score to tie it up at 7. And in the second quarter, it's Chris Newell Jr., a 14-yard touchdown run to make it, to put Glenville up. They would be all over from there. Glenville wins 45-7. A statement by the Tarblooders, state champs once again.
You know, losing last year and then coming out here and having a dominant victory like that is special. Like they said, you haven't seen this in state championship, you know, history. You know, this is what we worked for all for 2 years. So this is special.
You think about all those incredible Glenville teams with all of that NFL talent, and I'm sure in a few years there are a couple players on this Glenville team we'll be talking about in the NFL. But this class, obviously very special. 3 rings in 4 years, and then they lost last year. That's going to be hard to top, but I'm sure there's plenty of talent coming up the pipeline. We might just be talking about them doing it again next year.
Wow, that would just be incredible. So much great news for them.
So fun. I like that.
Chris, thank you so much for that update.